Okay guys, welcome back to another video. Now, you might, if you've seen another video on my channel, you might recognise this area. I'm in Chesham, my hometown, and I'm with Alex.
Hey.
Hello. Welcome.
Hi.
And we're not doing just one place, we're going to Amersham later as well, and we're going to go and find out which one is better of the two. Now, I already know the answer. But that would be boring if I gave it now, so we're going to go review each town, because I did a kind of a Chesham review before, but it wasn't very good and I wanted to redo it, so I'm doing that now. And we're also going to go do Amersham as well, and we're going to find out which one's better. So this same concept as Chesham vs Amersham, but it's just two different towns. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get started. Right, I just want to point out that we're actually doing this during the day, but at the moment when we're recording this, the Christmas lights go on at night, so I'll try and get a clip of that as well, because it's really pretty. That's one thing this town does really well, is Christmas lights. But we're going to start. This is the market square. Shops wise, we're looking at mostly open, good, mostly independent. That's a general rule for the high street here as a whole, is that most shops are independent, and that's good. I think it gives the place a bit of character. And it's not just independent, you do have your chains like your Greggs and Costas and Sainsbury's and that, so it's not useless either. So no, just because it's got loads of independent shops doesn't mean it's irrelevant. But yeah, no, it's a pretty market square as well. I do like the visuals of it. The clock tower's nice. Thoughts?
Yeah, I really like the clock tower.
Yeah, it's a nice.
It's a nice. The high street, obviously, I've been to many high streets. They're all basically the same. I can't play on one. Really good. They're all laid out basically the same.
Yeah, similar kind of structure.
But in my opinion, I do think the Pinner one is nicer.
I think the Pinner one is nicer.
I might be biased, but
I think there's more on offer here.
Yeah.
But I think
layout,
prettier wise, I think the Pinner one is better. And I like how it leads up to the church, so you get a good view of the church.
Yeah.
We will cover the church here, obviously, and the Buckinghamshire. But yeah, no, it's a pretty high street. It's lovely. We covered this pub in the pseudo Chesham review that I did as one of my first videos. It's one of the oldest buildings in the town. A lot of charity shops on the high street. Not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, there's a lot of nice family-run businesses, like the bakery up there. The bakery's nice. I like that. The town hall's through there. We're not even going to go check it out though, because it's really boring. There's a lot of listed buildings and that, obviously. I don't know. I do think this looks nice, but I do have some gripes with it. God, this is really nice. The old houses here, tenant shops, lovely little independent shops. Yeah, it's nice. It's quite charming. By the way, I am qualified to insult this town because I live here. So yeah. Right, grapes. I do. Well, we can stop going further up here now. Now, I would say that for the most part, the high street's fine during the day. At night, it's full of weirdos, but that's everywhere. The problem is, you've seen a lot of fake shops pop on the high street here. And just a lot of closed down shops in this town as well, and it's a shame really, because this high street has a lot of potential to be brilliant, but there's a lot of closed down shops there. We'll get onto this, and I did kind of cover it in the previous Chesham video, but I want to go into a bit more depth today because the last video wasn't very good, so yeah. Alright, transport in Chesham is pretty dire, to be honest. It's terrible. So you arrive by train, right?
Yeah.
Now, those trains only run half an hour on the London Underground, which is a major mass transit system. Every half an hour isn't good enough. Yeah, this one's it's nice. We're not going to bother with it though. I'll point it out. Thanks for pointing out. I would have forgotten. So yeah, and so the trains aren't great. The only places you can go really are London and Harrow, Brickmansworth and that. Wembley, not the best places, and the buses are even worse. There's about every 20 minutes service to High Wycombe, which is an and Amersham, which is the only places. Oh, bank closing down. So yeah, just what we need. Apparently. Sorry, that was but yeah, the buses. There's an hourly service to Hemel Hempstead, which is pretty terrible. There should be at least every half an hour to Hemel Hempstead, and on a Sunday the service, and they do have the odd bus around the town and to other places like Buckinghamshire and Tring and that. That's once in a blue moon we get a bus to Tring from here, but on Sundays there's basically nothing. Like, it's literally just the service to High Wycombe and Hemel Hempstead. So that's not good enough for a town the size of Chesham. And I'm not trying to make out that this is like a metropolis or anything, but it is a modest-sized town, and it should have decent bus services to other places in the general area. And like, not to be funny, this town doesn't have a bus service to Watford. Like, come on, that's ridiculous. We're not that far away from Watford. We should have a bus service there, especially if we don't have bloody train service. Like, yeah, that's the least they can do. Nah. Transport's terrible. I did cover house prices in the other episode of the other video, so we're not going to discuss that today. But suffice to say, if you want to find out, check out the other video. I'll leave a link in the description. The house prices are ludicrous around here. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's around here, trust me. And especially when you can come to see the area that we're about to walk into now, which is the new town part. The new town part of Chesham is pretty bad. Alright, we're in the new town. Disclaimer, this is horrible. Like, it's nasty. This is run down, it's filthy, houses look miserable, there's basically no shops, it's just, well, I mean, there's a couple of useless shops that have no relevance whatsoever. To be fair though, it does have Tesco Express, so somewhat credit, I guess. I don't know. I mean, these houses are new, so they don't look too bad, but yeah, I don't know. It's just, I mean, I don't think you would ever need to come here if you didn't live in Chesham anyway, but yeah, it's not the best. Like, just spare yourself, honestly. Alex's thoughts on the new town. What are you thinking? Yeah, we're in the new town. You can be as honest as you want. I don't mind. Yeah, it's really bad. Like, and I mean, you wouldn't ever come here from another place. Sorry.
I got asked.
Yeah, you did, to be fair. But you agreed.
Yeah.
So, yeah. No, true. But it's. I mean, were you expecting it to be this bad?
No, I came in with no expectations.
You came in with no expectations. Okay, fair enough.
Came in with a clear.
Okay, fair enough. I think Chesham is really like divided in terms of how good it is. Like, so yeah, we'll discuss that later, obviously. But you don't need to come here. You don't need to come here. Like, I'm not even calling it the worst place ever, because it's not. But it's just like, you don't need to come here. Like, just spare yourself. Like, maybe come to the High Street, check that out. Yeah, that's fine. It's gonna be all right. Just you don't need to waltz into these areas. Like, these are not safe at night. I suppose now is where I have to discuss crime rate. So the crime rate in Chesham, factoring in the whole town, is 78 crimes per 1,000 people, which is a lot higher than it was last year at 66 crimes per 1,000 people. So it went from being one of Buckinghamshire's safer towns to one of Buckinghamshire's more dangerous towns. In fact, one of the most dangerous towns in the county. So,
Right.
yeah. Sorry?
Tell me this now.
The Buckinghamshire average is low. You don't need to worry. In fact, I think the crime rate in Milton Keynes is only like less than 10 more than this or something. I don't know. I could be wrong on that. But the crime rate in Milton Keynes is low as a major city goes, whereas for Chesham, like for a small town, this crime rate is high. And yeah, sure, it's not a high crime rate per se, but it's a sign that it's going up quite quickly. So I'd be interested to see what this year's stats are, because the previous stats were taken from 2023. So yeah, I'd love to know what the stats are this year, but we'll find out in 2025. Alright, I'm recording now.
How long do you reckon it will take for us to do this video?
Well, the longest one was probably Swindon vs Slough at clocking in at about a week. So
no, I mean today.
Yeah, today.
How long do you reckon it will take us to get Amersham v Chesham done?
A couple of hours. It's not going to be too bad.
Yeah.
Like it's the walk between Chesham and Amersham that's going to drag up the time. Because once we get to Amersham, there isn't too much we have to do. There's just a couple of areas we need to look at. Because Amersham is mostly residential, so we don't really need to go too far. So that should be fine.
Okay, so what's left to view
the old town?
So we go old town and walk up 30 minutes and then we do that.
It might be more than 30 minutes because of where we are in Chesham. So from like the old town, for example,
yeah,
it's about 45.
45.
Should we say that? Call it 45? I think. Depends on how quickly we walk as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it won't take long. To go into Lowndes Park, I've heard many a horror story come out of this park, to be honest. At night, during the day it's fine. Like this park, trust me, during the day is absolutely fine, and I'd actually say it's quite nice. Yeah. But at night this park takes a turn, and like this park is a breeding ground for drug addicts, weirdos.
Right into it.
Don't worry, it's not nighttime. We're fine. Trust me, during the day this place is fine, but at night this place does get really weird, and people have been stabbed in this park at night. I don't want to stress you out, just remember we're not at night, so don't worry. I mean, to be honest, the stabbings in Chesham are very uncommon. Like, you will not. I do side this place off a bit, but you're not going to get stabbed just walking down the high street here. Like, it's mostly fine. It's just the drugs that are the problem around here. That's the main problem. Chesham Mary, which is obviously beautiful. Thoughts?
It's actually it looks very nice.
Yeah.
Outside.
We're about to go.
So we have to
walk around the perimeter. We'll see if we can get in. I don't think we will be able to. I have been in this church before, so if I find a photo, I'll see if I can flash it up on the screen. But I don't know. I mean, I might have to look for a while. But it's really nice.
Why are you having a concert?
Oh, this was for the Christmas stuff, I believe. Something like that, anyway. But yeah, let's see if we can go inside. I'm not hopeful because this church is usually closed, but you never know. This is a lovely church, isn't it? But hot take, the one in Amersham is nicer. Oh, lucky day, it was actually open. It's never open usually, but it's really nice. Right, welcome to Chesham Old Town. Thoughts?
It looks very nice. We just went in the church.
Yeah, we did. That church is usually never open. Yeah, that house there with the timber frame is one of the oldest houses in Chesham. I think it is the oldest house in Chesham. So that's quite cool. It's a lovely area. To be fair, this is the only part of Chesham these days that I love. I really like this area. Yeah, I do like it. Also, we're a little bit annoyed because the weather has turned, hasn't it?
So basically, the weather started raining, and we don't care how bad the weather is, we're going to still carry on with the video.
We're going to get this
mainly because I travelled like half an hour to get here, so I'm not going to stop.
Half an hour? Oh no! Sorry.
Well,
I've travelled 2 hours for videos before.
Yeah, I know, but like normally I do videos that are like close. This is like
bro, get ready for Adlington. We've got to travel like 3 hours to get there.
This is the furthest video I've done. Like,
Bro, wait for Adlington. That's 3 hours away.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, when I've got money, we should go to Adlington. This is the allotments, and then there's the old Tudor cottages there, the old town, Main Street. This is probably one of my favourite spots in the town. I think it's lovely. And this is also, we're going to film concluding thoughts. So, Adlington, get in the shot.
Guys,
let's give your concluding thoughts on Chesham on the whole.
So, obviously, we haven't been to Amersham yet, but so far for Chesham, I think it isn't the greatest area. If I'm being completely honest, I went into this location with no expectations. I didn't think it was going to be bad or good going into it. I just came into it with my head clear. The high street part wasn't anything really that special. I'd say
it was nice looking. It just wasn't great. It was fine.
Because I've been to many high streets obviously before. I think the church was very nice. I really liked the church, like the interior and the exterior of the church. I thought was very good. The new town and old town obviously wasn't like. I
like the old town for its charm, but it hasn't got anything there. It's just houses and a pub.
But overall, I don't know. Obviously, I have to make my final conclusion when we see Amersham because I want to see if it's better, worse, or
Yeah.
But I think it's not the greatest area.
I think I'm a bit like that as well. I suppose we need to give my thoughts about it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm a very similar boat to him, to being honest, and coming from Chesham, not born but bred my whole life, this town has seen better days. High Street, a bit sorry state for myself at the moment, it's not terrible and it looks good, but it's just, it could be a lot better. I don't know, there's too many bait shops, there's too many closed down shops. I don't know, I feel like it could be a lot better. It's not the worst thing in the world though. I'm not out here saying that you're going to get stabbed just walking down the street here. It's definitely not going to happen. Newtown is an outside chance, to be honest. But again, I've never felt particularly unsafe in those areas. And the old town, I do love the old town. I think the cottages and that over there, this is a really charming area, but it doesn't save the town because again, there's not really much here other than the last buildings and that. There's just houses, so there's no real reason to visit except for the historic kind of feel. And this was the original area where the town centre was until the railways came along. But so this area used to be a lot more important than it is now. But overall thoughts, I think. At night, this is multiple choice. It's very shady. But we're going to go to Amersham now, so onwards! Right, we've just made it to Amersham. We're just walking into the town centre now.
We're going to be doing Escalator Plates fact of this area.
No, this is for Chesham.
Oh, for Chesham? I thought this was Amersham.
No, this is for Chesham, this fact.
Oh, for God's sake.
Sorry, we probably should have done this earlier.
You did? Okay.
I forgot. Sorry, Chesham, it's on me.
Here's a Chesham fact. I know we're in Amersham, but delayed fact, but it's known for their 4 Bs. Beer, brushes...
Boots, brushes, beer and Baptist. We rehearsed this for Christ.
Yeah, Biz, brushes, boots and Baptist are the 4 Bs they are that Chesham.
And these formed the history, the basis of its industrial history. Yeah. So that's history of Chesham right there. Right, welcome to Amersham on the Hill, or Amersham Newtown. This area developed as a result of the Metropolitan Railway expansion into Buckinghamshire in the 1800s, and this is a lot newer obviously, and there's not much historic architecture here, but I wouldn't call it ugly. I just wouldn't call it particularly pretty either, but there is obviously some sort of event in the town centre today, which is lovely. It brightens the place up. There's a lot of life in the place today. It's usually not as lively as this, but yeah, it's still good. Amersham's nice. See if we can get some thoughts in. It's going to be loud, but
I did not know there was what's the fair. Yeah. It's pretty nice. Very loud music, but There's rides.
Yeah.
There's even a performance over there. There's like
yeah, there is.
which is cool.
It's quite impressive actually. Fair play, Amersham. Yeah, the station's down there.
Where's the old town?
It's down the hill.
Oh, so it's not even far.
It's not too far, no.
Oh, okay.
Hill Avenue, which
Do we
is...
do the conclusion at the station?
We'll do the conclusion in the old town because we'll finish there.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea. But Hill Avenue's nice. Nice restaurant. Yeah. It's just nice. Most of the shops open. In fact, all of them are. This is not a deprived area in any way. This is nice. Definitely check this area out. It's a good area. Very nice area to live as well. The source of this entire area. So I will explain transport links now and also crime rates and things like that. We're in the field above Amersham Old Town and the grand reveal. There it is. That is something else. What a view. For the record, this is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. And I live on its doorstep, so I could not be more grateful. But this is incredible. This is one of the best views in South East. Definitely check this out. And it's not far from London as well. It's beautiful. Amersham Old Town now. We're obviously in the end of Amersham Old Town where there isn't really much, but we're right next to St Mary's Church. This will get confusing because the church in Chesham was also called St Mary's. So that's funny, but I'm not hopeful that we'll be able to go inside because it's usually closed. I know I said this earlier, but this one I don't think I've ever been inside. So, and I have tried. So we'll see what happens, but hopefully.
I'm not doing this again.
Oi! Alright, to be fair, it seems like there's a service going on or something, so we're not going to go inside. But I think from the outside this is better than the one in Chesham. I do like this church a lot. It's very pretty. This is the old market hall, also called the old town hall, but I don't think it's a town hall. Also, there's your history. If anyone wants to pause the video and read that, there you go. Little market. Very nice. Alex, what are your thoughts?
What, on this area?
Yeah, this area.
It's nice.
Oh, nice Christmas tree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not as lively as the other one.
Yeah, I don't really look for liveliness. I'd rather take pretty over liveliness usually. This is that's a nice little building. The King's Arms is something else. Like, look at that beautiful building. That's one of the most beautiful buildings in Buckinghamshire. That's got to be grade 1 listed. If it's not, then I would have a problem with that. It's so lovely. You got to admit that's nice.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I can't take my eyes off it. It's so nice. I mean, I really want to go in there, but it's a pub, so I can't.
I've been thinking about myself.
I'm just going to say this now. This is one of my favourite places that I've been on this channel so far. I really like this area. And he said it was alright. I mean, I think it's hard to hate really. Like, it's just so charming. Yeah, also Roald Dahl used to live here.
Oh, did he?
He did, yeah. I'll show you. I think there's a house on the right, I believe. Almost certain. I'm going to double check this now because I don't want to get this wrong. Yeah, from the castle. This is the house. The old house where he used to live. Between 1948 and 1951. So, yeah, the Roald Dahl thing is here.
I wasn't looking out for you. I'm sorry, I'm so shallow. But I'm still looking forward to watching part 2 of
Alright, we're finished. We have filmed both towns quite thoroughly, and we both have an answer. So I'll hand over to Adlington first to give his thoughts, and then I'll give my thoughts.
Alright, so obviously today we finally have done the Amersham vs Chesham showdown. Now, obviously this is the first time I went to both areas, and obviously this took ages to film, so I hope this video does well. My honest review though of both of the locations, we'll start off with obviously Chesham, since that was the first place we went to first. Chesham, obviously, I'm going to be very critical, because going to the video, I haven't been to any, so I'm kind of like open-minded about it. So for Chesham, I was kind of disappointed, mainly because first of all, obviously
this is not like me imposing my my thoughts on him either. These are his own thoughts.
Yeah, this is just my opinion. First of all, the weather just basically showed the vibe of the area.
Yeah.
Not only that, obviously, the town wasn't really anything, like the high street wasn't really anything special. The only good thing and the only positive thing I can give on that would be probably the actual church that we actually went into.
I thought the visuals were good.
Like, I thought that was cool. But apart from that, I don't really have anything more positive to say on Chesham. Meanwhile, when we came to Amersham, it just looked amazing. I liked how like we went in and the first thing we saw was like a fair.
Yeah.
Which was very cool. Obviously, I think it was very nice. Like the high street area was nice. And overall, I think if I had to make a decision on who I actually thought won this video, we obviously haven't done these type of videos before, I'm probably going to give it to Amersham. I think Amersham deserves to win for today's video.
I think. Well, actually, I can't give my spoilers.
Because I think Amersham is a very nice area in comparison. Obviously, like I said, this video took ages to make. We walked a long distance for this video. Yeah, this one did take a lot of really hope this video does well. I'm very exhausted. I'm very dehydrated as well, so yeah. Overall, obviously, it was a nice day. I had a really cool day. It was fun overall. And we need to do another one.
We do need to do another one,
but we need to think obviously what that is. But
anyway, we'll discuss this on the way home.
Anyways, like I said, thanks to Iggy Travels for inviting me out.
No problem.
For this video, obviously as well. Subscribe to Epic Addict Plays. On the way to 500. That will be cool. We can finally hit the goal. This took us, I believe, like 4 or 5 hours to actually film everything. Yeah, it did take a long time. So it did actually take very long to film. Yeah. But you know, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, like I said, my final verdict: Amersham wins. Okay, and now my verdict. And yeah, I agree. Amersham wins. Sorry, there's a motorbike in the background. It's really annoying. I don't even think it's close, to be honest. Like, I think shops-wise, Amersham is better. Visuals-wise, Amersham is better. I think, like, liveliness, I think Amersham was better. I just thought, in general, this place had a better vibe to it. It was less run down as well. It didn't feel like there were any parts of it that were necessarily run down. So I've got to give credit for that. This is a nice town, and I do think that Amersham easily gets into a contest. I don't even think it's a competition, to be honest. The only reason we're matching them together is because they're right next to each other. So yeah, they're worlds apart in terms of how they actually feel. So overall verdict, coming from a Cheshamite, Amersham wins easily. So that's going to be it for this video. Now, we've got a couple of things to clear up. We're on the road to 100 subscribers, so if you don't mind, please subscribe. It would be really helpful. I've reached 100. I've got a plan for 100 as well. So yeah, it's going to be a good one. I've got a sick video coming out next week as well, hopefully. So and yeah, I think. Do you want to go over your plan for 500 as well? So basically, what we're thinking of doing, so obviously Iggy's got some plans coming up for his channel. He wants to do obviously his 100 sub special,
which is going to be similar.
Which is going to be
pretty much the same.
Which is going to be similar, which will be cool.
Yeah.
He also has the Christmas special, I think, coming up.
I'm planning. Yeah.
In the works, and
I don't know what I'm going to do definitively, but I've got an idea.
But for me, I think we decided if we get 500 subs, I will do a Adlington vlog. And if you don't know, my actual surname is Adlington. Yeah, so I believe it would be a very cool idea.
Basically, if you don't know what he's talking about, there's a town near Manchester called Adlington, and we're thinking of going there.
Yeah, because we were planning this for a while, so we're gonna say if we hit 500 subs on my channel, we will post the.
And my 100 sub special will be Manchester.
And so we're going to basically similar areas, like right next to each other.
Because I'm going to be putting the Adlington video. I'm going to be filming the Adlington video on the same day as the Manchester video in that case. So he'll be with me. So that's going to be the idea. That's what I want to do for 100 subscribers. If we get to 100 subscribers, and I'll probably release it anyway, even if we don't. But I'll ideally wait to post Manchester.
But like I said, but he has a lot of plans coming up for Iggy Travels.
I do. Yeah.
He has a lot of cool ideas, cool concepts.
So
places.
Yeah, thanks for watching as well, by the way. It does really mean a lot. And and if you wouldn't mind subscribing, you don't have to. I'm not going to force you, but we are so close to 100. It would be really cool to get that. So thank you very much.
Also, Cardiff.
Cardiff. We do want to tackle Cardiff at some point as well.
Cardiff with you, Angelica, if you're watching this.
Yeah,
we want to interview you.
Yeah, we want to come to Cardiff.
We want to come to Cardiff.
At some point. I'm not saying when, that's an idea that I want to do.
If you don't know, she's a friend of mine. But, yeah. Anyways, do you want to end it?
So, thanks for watching. Credit to Epic Plays coming out. We put a lot of effort into this one. Thank you, man. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys